That is the angels singing his glorious happy smells fill my room. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. My hair is a mess.
Let's go for a walk.
Oh, I need to turn this thing off because if I kick it and scare myself one more time. Good morning, Jay. Oops, I haven't touched my Monopoly and I'm getting my butt whooped. Yikes. Baby's doing good. He just started walking. Well, he took his first steps by himself. Not walking yet. Usually when he's got talking toys, I can put him up, but it's the push walker, so I keep kicking it and it talks and scares the crud out of me. Thank you, Jay. Yep, it's hard to believe we are that far away from him being born. I feel like I just found out I was pregnant yesterday. Sorry, uneven eyebrows bother me. I know. Looking back at my, they just had taken a picture of me at the clinic because my intake picture, I look like a different person. And I'm not. It was a false positive. We had a faulty test. So I am good. But they showed me the old picture and it was just like, is that me? Is that really me? I'm not incredibly healthy, but I definitely look it. I came out of addiction with diabetes and finding out that I have PCOS. That just happened today. So that's a thing. Now I'm not so upset about not having a cycle, but because it's explained. And my whole life actually is explained because I've always had problems, but doing the right thing and taking care of my health is definitely making me find more problems. Yeah, exactly. I know now, and at least I don't feel like I'm dying. It is. She gave me some instructions. I'm going to have to change my lifestyle, but I'm still kind of processing it. I just found out like literally an hour ago. But there's some things you can do to help it. Mint tea helps naturally. That's what got me fixed last time. You put honey in it. It's even better. Both of them are natural cycle regulators. So that's what I did. Mint tea is delish. And the honey just makes it better. But right now it's just like processing and accepting. I'm sorry, important. You need to talk? When you stop, are you working on like trauma and self-work, or are you just abstinent? I'm sitting here yagging away and my stuff was disconnected. So as I was saying before, that was so rude. I would definitely get a therapist and start working on inner stuff because it sounds like there's something that you're still running from, so to speak, still trying to numb. That was my problem when I kept going back. Play the tape back is another one. Remember what it's like when you're that way. My my counselor used to always say, it sounds better in your head because it seems good in the moment. But when you actually think about it and actually look back, you'll realize it's not that good. It filtered out part of what you said, hon. I just got Cognitive behavioral therapy would be a good thing too. I'm glad you said that. But the first thing I would do would be get in touch with a therapist, somebody who's informed on both trauma and addiction. This is kind of outside my experience range because I did all my relapsing in the beginnings and in the middle. I didn't care kind of things. Well, thank you. And my inbox is always open if you need somebody to talk to. I got to be careful what I say on here because they will boot me, but I'm definitely there and can see what I can do to help. I have no likes. That's new. And I'm serious. Reach out. Hello, everybody coming in. It figures once again it got up there and my stupid connection. I don't know what's up with TikTok and my Wi-Fi. I really don't. I have Spencer, thanks, and you? Thank you, Dahlia. Thank you guys for the likes and gifts. And I will say this is definitely going to have to be a tarot related or focused live. I will try and chat too, but I'm going to need to get as many readings in as I possibly can because I forgot my cell phone hits tomorrow and I don't want to screw myself. Oh, I love it, Dahlia. I absolutely love it. I still have some boxes to get rid of. I'm surprised nobody's asked me about the boxes behind me. But we have a limit on what we can put out, so. But it's definitely much better than rehab was, much calmer, much less stressful. We get along better. And the baby loves it, which is a big plus. I'm going to sit down. I don't feel like pacing today. Thank you, Dahlia. The only part that sucks is like, I wish I'd have had work before I came here. Because having to push tarot every day, I feel like people look at me like I used to be. And I feel like it makes people feel burdened, like they have to get a reading. That's one part I wish I could change. It's exactly what it is, Joy. I have ADHD, and when I sit still, I can't focus. I know, but it's just in my head. Especially because I used to say stuff hoping that it would be taken care of. And now I don't know if people know the difference between when I was doing that and just honestly venting. It's something I'm getting used to as time goes on, though. Thank you, Lee. Yeah, that's why I came and sat down. My foot's still going, but I don't feel like pacing today. Thanks, Brandy. I really do appreciate all you guys' love. Yeah, I'm good. I probably will again in a bit. It is... No, not sad. I was just talking about how, like, feeling like I used to be versus now. You sure did, and you've been here through thick and thin. Thank you, Hannah. We are both good. He's just taking his first steps this past couple days. And I am doing the best I can with what I got. Thanks, Joy. He's at daycare, Chrissy. I am. I am very proud. I've achieved a lot in 17 months. I know. He loves it. It's to the point now where he doesn't even want to say goodbye to me. He's just like, friends. Girl, he already runs away from me with crawling. He will take off as fast as he can, and it's actually a little difficult to catch him sometimes. Good morning, Alex. True that, Joy. I forget to look at it that way. I get stressed living life, and I get focused on, I don't want to say the here and now, but I get focused on the anxieties that living day to day bring. Yeah, and it gives me the time I need to come and do tarot and go to school, look for work. I could have pulled him out, but then I lost the scholarship, so. Not yet that I'm aware of, but he doesn't let me look either. Right now, as far as I'm aware, he's got 3 bottom teeth and like most of his top teeth. But good luck trying to look. Even brushing his teeth, he opens his mouth, but when you try and look at his teeth, he puts his tongue over it. Exactly, Joy. And then because my option is something that I did when I was there, so does mine, Lisa. It just makes me feel like people think bad about me. Yep, that's how mine is. I have to feel around. Or by chance see it. I do. I'm working on remembering that so long as I'm grateful and live in the moment, good things will come. Oh, God, Lisa, mine uses me like a teether. Thank you, Zachy. Good morning, Tracy. I have no idea what that sound is. For everybody just coming in, this has to be a mainly tarot focused live today. Taking as many people as I can get. It is Tuesday, so I have today, tomorrow, and Thursday to get up the rent, and I have the cell phone hitting tomorrow, which I forgot. So we gotta hustle. Let's get the hustle on. Yeah, I know, Joy. You too, and thanks for being so kind and reminding me where I need to be. If you all have been waiting for a reading, now is a great time to get one. I'm here 5 days a week, but just saying. I know, Lisa. I'm looking at the dogwoods across the street, and they're blooming. They're pretty, but they make my nose itch and sneeze and run, and my eyes burn. Thank you, Rebecca. We are, and I hope you are too. Well, I'm mostly healthy, let's put it that way. I found out today I have PCOS, and I know I'm diabetic. But I didn't do worse with my health, and I'm blessed there. I hate when it gets quiet like this. I don't know what to say or do. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Excuse me. I didn't do class today because I had to go to school. I had to go to the doctor, so it's up and down, girl. Some days it's nice and warm. Some days it's freezing. It's a weather relay. Well, thank you, Nana. Yeah, that's kind of how it is here. Like in the 40s and 50s one day. We're supposed to have like 80s over the weekend. We're close to it. Thank you, Minnie. My toes are cold. We're not covered in pollen yet, but it's coming. You can hear it in my voice, and my eyes have been itching me even with the allergy pill, which I don't remember if I took that today. Yeah, my whole lawn here is covered in these cute little purple flowers. That was the first things I saw bloom was the little purple flowers. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Oh, I would love that. I love the smell of the ocean. And when I used to go to Ocean City, I would roll the windows down. No, I don't do those anymore, Shannon. I just do regular, just seeing what comes up or focus question readings, but nothing to do with lost people. I used to, though. My regular readings are $10. My payment info is in the link tree in my bio. That would be a perfect morning to me. Being able to smell it being able to hear the waves would be like the ultimate best thing. I had a girlfriend I stayed in Ocean City overnight with in like January. And in the middle of January, I made him open the door while we slept so I could listen to the waves. It is. And it's not just relaxing, but it like reminds you of how big the world is, if that makes sense. We were like right on the beach where we were too, so it was really, you could really hear it. It was nice. Thank you for the heart, me. Hey, Stace. Thank you, Grumpy. Sorry, I just really don't know what to say. Okay, Jay, you have a good day, and thanks again for everything you said. Hello, everybody coming in. Just a reminder, we have many spots open for tarot today. $10 a reading. Info for payment is in the link tree in the bio. Ah, these people are funny. Well, thank you, and I really do appreciate that. I won't lie, it's hard for me to just DM people, but I will keep it in mind. We are good, A-Lab, and you? Thank you, Brandy. I thought it was cute, and this can't fade, so it's the perfect win. Like, it's so cold today, my ring is like literally falling off my finger. I can't wait for it to feel like spring here again. It's chilly today. Like it's not winter chilly. It's hoodie chilly, but it's still chilly. I know. I love when it gets warm. Cold days, I don't want to move. I just want to snuggle in and just do nothing. Looks like I bit my lip. Same here, Sarah. We had like 2 solid weeks of nice warm weather, and then the rain came, and now it's been cold. Or up and down. I think this is the lowest I've ever seen my life be. And this is not good. Me too. The only thing better than barefoot in the grass is barefoot in the sand. One day I'm going to go to Jamaica and actually be near beautiful, clean coal sand and crystal clear water. And I can't wait. I have my passport, but I've never used it. I got it like the day before we shut down. I've never been to Florida. I've been to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia. Well, I'll have to check that out. Aptly named, then, I would say. Welcome, everybody coming in. We have loads of slots open for tarot today. Something tells me I'm going to end up having to do a super long live tomorrow. Yep. When we moved in here and I had to pay rent, I started back up. Plus, I didn't have the baby anymore, or I'd have been doing it sooner. But he's at daycare during the day now. And it's been pretty easy to get the readings. 3 readings a day wasn't any big deal until they raised my rent Thursday. And now I'm feeling a little stressed, even though it's realistically only 2 more readings. It's like it hit just as it's been hard to get people. Oh, and then to add it all, my cell phone hits tomorrow. Yeah. So the little bit I did have to comfort, not comfort. What's the word? The little bit I did have to kind of fall back on. Cushion. The little bit I have to cushion me is going to be hit, and I'm not happy. Yep, I finally got it. Ooh, girl, you need to get that fixed for it's a whole lot bigger. But thank you. I'm going to hurt sitting like this, and I don't know why I'm doing it. But it's comfy in the moment. But I am glad to know it's PCOS, and that's why my body hasn't been bodying. Yeah, it's not good to have a condition, but it's good to understand what's up. And now I'm no longer afraid that I don't have a uterus. So there's that. Oh, and they did up my Manjaro today. Well, hopefully your daughter is able to manage hers. Thank God I don't have it to the degree that, I've seen a lot of women have it, where they have literal beards grow in, or they can never get pregnant, or they actually have the ovarian cysts. I haven't done any of that. I just have, or at least if I haven't been aware. But I have some hair I grow that's like my leg hair and stuff is thicker. And obviously I don't get regular cycles. The first and only time I did, my baby came, and now here we are. But she said she doesn't want to force it because when everything is right, that should come back. So she wants to use it as kind of a guide to see what we're doing is right. But yes, diagnosis is important, and it's helped me to feel a little bit more calm. That's one less thing on my mind. Oh, I saw a kid at the daycare door. I thought maybe it was my baby. Yes. And I am, with taking the Manjaro, it's helping balance out the insulin resistant side of it. So it helps. And it helps balance the hormones that cause it too. Thank you, favorite. I feel good too. I've also noticed that while I do worry, and I do kind of hyperfixate on the worry, I don't get anxious over it like I used to. Now, whether that's just because the meds work or not, I don't know. But that's been good, not having that anxiety all the time. When I had to take the hydroxyzine for the fire truck, that was the first time I've ever had to take my emergency dose. And I've had 2 months worth for months. In fact, I got that in November. I never had to take it until that day. Hello, everybody coming in. We got plenty of open spots for tarot. Me too. It's been a lifetime of wondering why I wasn't right, why I wasn't regular, why I wouldn't get them, and then I would get them crippling bad. But it's nice to know. And now I can kind of get an idea of what I need to do to balance it. So here we are. Well, thank you, favorite. Yes. Especially when it's something that's made you feel broken or not good enough. And if you've been following me, you know I've been saying how I'm afraid that they gave me a hysterectomy and I didn't know. And I know it's anxiety fueled, but that's been the big thing. Or feeling like because I had the hemorrhage that it broke something. Readings are $10. And if it doesn't clear today, I'll be back tomorrow as well. At this rate, we're probably going to have like a marathon live tomorrow. That's fine. DM me. We can always do a private. You can secure your spot for tomorrow. It's up to you. Well, then you've probably been here to hear me talk about it these last couple months. It's funny how many people have stuck around and gotten to see the good side. That makes me happy. To me, that feels like an amends right there. I'm good, little, and you? Like everybody that I made watch me in that place now gets to see me on this place or in this place. And that makes me happy. Makes me feel like you got what you wanted to see the whole time. Well, thank you, all of you. Well, thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate that. Pregnancy isn't for the weak at all. And that's one of the things, like I talk about wanting a little girl and wanting to experience pregnancy sober, but I was miserable and I was using. So I can't imagine what it would feel like sober. Just saying. But the results are worth it. Oh, I love my baby boy so much. And now he does this thing where he smiles so big he goes, and it's just so big. Oh, thank you. Hopefully I can get stuff adjusted in time that I can at least try one more time. Oh, the morning sickness kicked my behind. I didn't throw up, but everything I did made me nauseous. I had one episode of dry heaves after a very smelly Uber ride. That I was running and my phones fell out of my pocket. My bag dropped with my laptop in it, and I couldn't stop. All I knew was I was about to barf. I realized that just in these last 16 months. He's taken first steps now, and it's like yesterday I found out I was pregnant. I probably told you to be careful if you didn't want one, too. I did that with one of the girls at the rehab, too. She worked there. So why didn't you listen? No, I'm just playing. It is wild. I can't believe his father's talking about how he's about to be two this year. And I'm like I just did one. Yeah, I want one this year. But it's been fun watching him grow up. I just wish that I could have been more present in the earlier months and not so caught up in trying to get me right and not having to go through the postpartum and the care for it and just the over attachment to the point that I was probably suffocating the poor guy. I wish we could have had it without all that. True that. Well, that actually makes me feel a little bit better because I've been feeling like it's my fault I missed out. Thanks, Mel. True that. And while it doesn't make it better, I've learned with him, so I will not make the same mistake twice. But one thing I did do, and I'm glad I did, was loads of pictures. Even when he takes my phone and takes pictures of himself or videos, if I hear him chatter or I see his feet, I keep them. Because those are the things I'm going to want to look back on in, 15, 20 years. Well, that does make me feel better, Sarah. And it did not help. Going down the path I did and ending up in rehab meant I had to do it all alone. And that single mothering of a newborn is not for the weak. There were so many nights I cried and I felt like a failure. And I had to beg people to tell me how to be a better mom. They all swore I couldn't be, but not in my head. Yes. I can't wait for him to start asking me why. Right now it's fun watching him learn the words. He just learned truck. And so every car of his is a truck. So I've been trying to teach him. I show him a truck and say truck, and then I show him a car and say car. Nope. Everything is truck. And he says thank you now. And that's so cute. He says, Kenko. Kenko. Hey, Zoe. Is he at stuff like that? Hey, Jackie. I will not lie. I do cuss around my son, thinking that he wouldn't pick up this early until he dropped his bottle the other day and said, oh, shit. I was hoping I'd have one of those, but he says guck. Or gruck. Gruck with the R. But yeah, I didn't think he caught on and he uses it in context. Mm-hmm. That's what I did. No, we don't really go out like that because I don't have a car. Um, and he hasn't. I try not to give him a lot of fast food. He wants nuggets and fries. We make them at home in the air fryer. It's going good, Zoe. It's more. It's more like home. It's more of a calm. Um, Less stressful, more calm and welcoming, and the baby loves it. Like, he has a ball. The plans for him to have a playroom did not work out, so now we're just gonna wait for his dad to build the bed and make it a bedroom for him. But he likes it. He can run back and forth, and when he really wants to run, I take him downstairs. It is. It was rough. It's rough for anybody to go through rehab. He has a spaceship bed, actually. But his dad's, the only thing it was a hand-me-down. And the only thing it doesn't have is the nuts and bolts to put it together. So he's got to match the pieces and get the right size. So that's what we're working on now. But I'm not going to lie. Part of me does want to go out and buy him a car bed. Not going to lie. Even though I have a perfectly good free one, I'm fighting that urge. They're really not that expensive, but I'm fighting that urge. Right now, I'm stressing over rent enough. Good morning, Sandra. I don't know how I missed that when I saw Ray's truck bed. It gives me anxiety. I wasn't even going to put him in a bed yet, but when I moved in, the girls had a brand new, don't mind the boxes, I got to get rid of them. They had a brand new in the wrapper crib/toddler bed mattress, and they had the frame for a toddler bed. So I just took it. It's free. I'm not going to say no to free. Now, when it's time to shop, I would probably jump straight to a twin. But it's going to be a while before we do that. I want him to get used to the one that's close to the floor first. Hell yeah. He pushes me out the full-size bed to the point that I have honestly considered just unwrapping the mattress and putting it on the floor and being like, there you go. I wouldn't do it, but I definitely have considered it. I will not lie. I have a full-size bed and that child can push me on the floor. I don't know what Montessori means. I see it on toys a lot, but I don't know what it's about. It doesn't have sheets. That's what stopped me. I don't want him to sleep on a bare mattress. And I think a twin sheet would be too big. Because you see, when he started daycare, she said crib sheet. I thought she said twin sheet. So I spent $14 on a twin sheet that I have no use for. Oh, so it's like a method of raising children. Yes. And it kept beeping, and they took it down for batteries, and I still haven't got it back. But I also have one right here. This one still is connected. It just doesn't have the backup battery in it. Yeah, I failed there. He has toys with lights and sound, and those are his favorite. Me too. So I'm not complaining. If I'd have known like pros and cons, I might not have done it. But he loves them, and I don't see anything wrong with giving them. But I didn't look into raising a child. I looked into pregnancy. I looked into what to expect with that, but I didn't look into like raising methods. Now, at the rehab, they did teach us gentle parenting and, what the hell do they call it? It wasn't gentle parenting. It was conscious discipline. And some of those things work. I will give it that. Not all of it. And some of it is really, really useless with my kid. But it's a cool way to approach it. You come at it from their level. You come at it like you get down to their face and talk to them. Instead of saying no, you give them choices that would still lead to no. Like if he wants a cookie and you say no, you would say, well, how about this nice piece of fruit instead? Whatever the fruit may be. Or how about after we eat, we can have that cookie? But then there's parts of it that I'm like, I can't agree with. Like when they throw tantrums, automatically picking them up and trying to find out what they're throwing a tantrum about. And the babies that they showed use that are very, very Velcro-y. And when they don't get their way, immediately fall down to get their way. At least the ones I saw. Yeah, there's something different about babies after COVID. My doctor said that when he was born. I don't feel guilty. Mine has never liked to help me put on clothes. He doesn't mind getting dressed, but he makes me work for it. Maybe that's what I need to do, is let him have more reign there. And that's the goal of conscious discipline, is let them feel like they have some control. Because a lot of the things that they throw fits over, like crying when you wipe their nose, could be eased if you said, okay, let me wipe your nose now. Well, mine was holding his head up in the hospital and rolled himself on the stomach when he was 2 days old. So it's like, not only do they lose their minds, but they develop superpowers. For real, develop superpowers. And hello, everybody coming in. Just a reminder, I do have plenty of tarot spots open. Many I can get, the better. Right. They are. And they're doing things sooner. And my doctor, when I had him, the only male doctor that I had hated him until he saved my life, had said it's like their brains are evolving. And one of the evolutionary things that's happening is that they're processing things quicker. It's almost like they know that there's this thing that could be fatal, so they're working on growing up faster. Hey, love it. Thank you. I am. But not mine. He rolled himself on his stomach. He was lifting his head up. I have pictures of him with his head held up in the hospital. And I couldn't believe my eyes. The doctor kept telling me that I was imagining it, basically. No, I took a picture and showed, like, his head is up. He's holding it. Blew my mind. I'd never seen a newborn do that. Yes, that's my thing, Alicia. Girl, if you could invent a way to do that, you'd be a millionaire. Yeah, apparently that's a kid thing. I just saw a video yesterday where, you ever seen Mama Cusses? She was reenacting a thing with her daughter calling an ambulance fire truck. And same thing. She's telling her, Mom, I know fire trucks. It's a fire truck. Like, obviously, she's playing the kid, but yeah, it was cute. It was on Facebook. Yeah. You know, the Celsia packets with Seltzer water or club soda is pretty close, but Celsius doesn't do anything for me. I was hoping my kid would say that. And maybe he still will, but so far, truck is gruck. So, maybe not. And I know what parent wants their kid to cuss, but it's so damn cute. And mine already says, oh shit. In context. It didn't for me. In fact, the carbonation helps mix it in. That's honestly probably a big part of what my anxiety is. I'm not gonna lie. It is cute. And it's innocent. They don't know what they're saying. Like he says, bullshit. Bullshit. And, or not bull. Oh, sit. Oh, sit. There's no mistaking what he's saying. And the first time he did it, he dropped his bottle. That was what made it so perfect. Because he knows when I drop stuff, that's what I say. Where are you at, Alicia? I'm the same way, Zoe. Like, I won't correct it. Not yet. Let him have some fun and be cute first. When he gets a little older, we'll start working on that. Oh, so your doctor just says no. My psychiatrist won't, and I just want Strattera, which is a non-stimulant medicine, but she was like, there's a stimulant epidemic and everybody's getting too many. It's like she's just against prescribing for ADHD in any way. The most she gave me was Wellbutrin off label and was like, here you go. And now I have a pill that is just as hard to get away from as any illegal substance and no relief. Fun times. There's a therapist here that works with people with ADHD, and I've kind of thought about changing my doctor and going there. Because they would know what to do. I was on stimulants before, and I don't want that path again. Right. Even if they made you, like, try the other options first, and then they monitored it, there's got to be some way that they can figure out that you're not lying. That's what I'm thinking, Zoe. Well, I'll tell you, Cuddles, it does work, but they didn't tell me the addictive risks. Thanks, Megs. Like, it can't be abused, but it's the come down is just as bad as anything else. I feel happy and healthy, except being diabetic and PCOS. For the most part, my health is good, and I'm lucky. It works. It helps my anxiety. It helps my ADHD some, but mostly it helps it where... Thank you, Mina. Thank you, Alicia. It helps me where it displays itself as anxiety. It did help me get a little bit focused. It also helps with depression and mood swings. I have had no problem staying on it. It's worth it for me. The only con I have found is when it's time to stop, you got to be careful. But that's honestly any psych med. And don't miss it because it's not fun. I'm going to have to find out. I know mint tea with honey does because I've done that before. Oh, thank you, Sarah. That is adorable. I'm sorry to hear that, Alicia. Yep. Personally, it's worked for me, and you gotta you got to remember when I started it, I was crippling anxiety. I could not leave my son. Every time somebody new came around, I wanted to leave the rehab to keep him safe. I was convinced everybody was going to hurt him. Like it was bad. Hey, Rachel. It took me getting to, I think it's 300 milligrams, but it's definitely made a difference for me. Just make sure you do not quit it on your own. You really need to detox with that or taper off that slowly with your doctor. Oh my God, that is terrible, Mina. But it still sucks, Alicia, and it affects more than PCOS does. I'm good, Sonny, thank you, and how are you? I like getting the messages like that. Oh, I haven't seen you in X time. Because you are the ones who really knew me when I was bad. One of the guys that I do unmentionable things alongside with, I can't say because it's anonymous, has it. And so I get to see it firsthand. Amen. That's one good way to look at it. Well, thank you, Rachel. I am just about 7 months behind you if you've just hit 2 years. Well, thanks, Alicia. Thank you, Sarah. Just a reminder for everybody coming in, I do have many tarot spots open. I'll be here about another half hour. If we don't get any, then we're going to have a marathon live tomorrow because I've got a lot to come up with in that much time. Well, I'll be here when that day comes, Alicia. That was my big, well, he's doing good, Rachel. Just started with his first unsupported steps Friday. He stood up by himself Thursday, and then Friday took 2 steps. But, what was I just going to say? What was I just going to say? I don't know. He's getting ready to turn 17 months. It's in the link tree in the bio, yes. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Readings. I had the PCOS bomb today, and Thursday I had the bomb that they're raising my rent by $15, which, while it's only 2 extra readings are hard enough to get when I need 3 a day. So that was a little bit of a hurt. And then my cell phone comes out tomorrow, so that took my cushion. So yeah, Tarot Marathon it will be. If not tomorrow, then Thursday, or maybe both. We'll see how it goes. I was talking about it earlier and how when I have to say it like that, it makes me feel like I used to be, and I don't mean it to be that way at all. I over-explain everything. I always have, because when I was little, I couldn't just say, I'm doing this. I had to explain. I need to go back to YouTube, Alicia. I really do. I just put the password for Wi-Fi on my laptop last night. Maybe that's what I'll start doing this week, too, is doing YouTube. I don't know why I don't. Yes, readings are one set price. The only thing you need to go to Linktree for is to click the icon for the pay app. They are $10. For views, they pay more. But realistically, I make my money off my readings, and that doesn't change. I might get a few more people than I would have, but it's not like a huge change. Now, right around November, December, money goes up real good for views, and I'm doing them whenever you're ready, Sonny. I have a half hour left, so anytime. Girl, I made thousands of dollars a day. Literally between 1,000 and 1,500 a day when I was face first on a desk. No exaggeration. One day I'm going to pull up the bank records and post that shit. These people were paying left and right, upside down and sideways, and it was not for readings. If I say this, it's going to give it away and it would never work. So it's not something I'm literally going to try. I can hold it. If you want it, just put a note in it that it's for a reading and then DM me and let me know when you can actually do it, and we can do it that way. Yep, so you know. I honestly had the idea that I should do a live where I act like I used to be, where I sit there and look like I'm intoxicated and do the things I used to do just to prove how high the views go, how much the gifts come in, how much money flows in, just to make the point. Because I'm telling you right now that not even that, for awareness, to show that it's not about, it's never about saving them. It's always about shaming them. And I can tell you right now, there's no way I was face first in the desk and that many people were paying me for readings. That's what stopped me. And if I flat said, well, I'm going to do it, then it would counter it. So, but that's definitely, it's one of the things I thought of. It doesn't have to be me either. I could maybe get somebody else to do it. But just to show how, the most viewers I get is maybe 50. The other day, there was a fire truck that I was worried the building next to my son's daycare was on fire. Exactly, Alicia. And thank you. Like, I knew my son's daycare was okay. I left the live, went and made sure, was outside, did everything. As soon as people thought that I was just talking drama, my views shot up to 100. And then people started, well, why are you filming it if they're at his daycare? Well, number one, that's not what happened. And number two, I have more time to get up and... Oh, thank you. It's got music. Thank you, Faithful. Yeah. That was adorable and just made my day. And yes, gifts help. Well, thank you, Faithful. Somebody wants me to record it for a YouTube video. I'm giving it some weighing. Did you guys hear the music too? And the gifts do help. What I get today, I'll get paid out next Wednesday, so that helps me to counter the next week coming. Those are always welcome and always useful. Yeah, I saw you sent it, and I thank you. Thank you very much. Damn, it was a cute little song. It was like, booch, 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 booch. But really, I appreciate it. That was freaking adorable. I get more excited over how cute the gifts are than anything else. I'm not going to lie. Like, I get more excited over seeing them. Well, thank you. So it probably worked for some and not others. The only thing I have never seen... Oh, that's pretty. Yep, me too. I've gotten a lion. The only thing I have never ever seen be given to anybody or received myself is the The one that they put across the top and everybody gets. But I want to say Galaxy, but that's not it. That, I think I would honestly, if it was up to me, I would disable that one from TikTok. Because it's so much money for TikTok more than anything else, number one. And for number two, yes, the universe. Thank you. Thank you, Dee Dee. And thanks for your prayers. In fact, a lot of the more expensive gifts I would cut just because the more that you get, the more TikTok takes. And that's not fair to you. And how much it costs you is fucking ridiculous. It shouldn't even be allowed. And I'm like, I'll see the things up top, but I have never seen somebody get one in person. I've heard people get them and just be like blasé about it, but that is one thing I do say about the gifts. Now, I'm not saying I'm not grateful for them. I'm not saying they're not a good idea. Just some of those like $400 gifts are ridiculous. Thank you, Alicia. Okie dokie, Sunny. And thank you. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Either tomorrow or Thursday or both is going to be the tarot marathon. It is. And I don't mean that sounded ungrateful and it sounded almost like send it to me. And I did not mean for either one. It's just, I don't know. It came across my mind and it's something I always say. If you want to gift somebody that much, go to a pay app. Do something offline. Sounds good, Sunny. Although I will say, Mina, you made my day with yours. You were cute. And I'm not in any way complaining or saying anything bad. Just that some of what TikTok does isn't cool. Absolutely. And the new thing, part of what brought it up, because I had this, somebody followed me this morning. They claim to be a talent agency. And they have all these videos of people getting universes that I'm pretty sure they took just from random lives. And they're saying that they get these people that. And that's part of what had gotten my brain there already today. It's like the promises they make for these young kids. And exactly, not only do they take 60% off the top, they charge you to cash them out. And that's why I say I love getting them. Never going to turn them down. They're adorable. They're more than worth it to me with the little animations. Mina sent 2 really cute ones. But when it comes to those like $50 and $100 gifts, like TikTok shouldn't be allowed to do that. I'm off my rant. I don't even know why I went there. Because now it just sounds like I'm ungrateful. Which, Venmo, I'm glad you said that. Because I looked into if there's any way to get mine back. And they were really nasty. Enough that they keep getting more and more expensive gifts and pushing us to be live with gift-based goals. Hey, Samson. Well, thank you. Because I definitely don't mean it to. And Mina, if you're here, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings because I was not saying that in that way at all. At least. Right now, they have a thing where they pay us more on our views and our gifts, but only if we get so many gifts alive and we're live for so long. And it all comes down to money for them. And it's wow. Yup. And I will tell you what, I used to use that as a way to get cash. Thanks, Brady. Thanks a lot. You know, back in the day, you used to be able to cash your gifts out at the end of the day, but they took so much that I would literally, I wouldn't take gifts for the longest because I wanted that cash. And that's something I'm ashamed of. Because sometimes all people, I keep getting, it says I've gotten like 50 followers in a day, but the number doesn't move. And then all of a sudden one day it'll catch up and it'll be like 1,000 people followed me in one day, and when it's been for months. Did you leave, Miss Mina? Oh, and Venmo. I messaged them and was like, this happened. This is what happened behind it. Like, what do I have to do to prove and get my account back? And they were like, we told you on February 23rd of 2021 that there was some suspicious activity and da-da-da-da-da. Well, I'm sorry, Lori. That's how I stem. And like, they were really nasty about it. If you message again, it will be ignored. You were told, now enough. And it's just like, wow. Good thing I found out how to get my money out, because you would have taken all my money. Hey, Rico. Mina must have left. I just was hoping I didn't hurt her feelings. That shouldn't have come out then. I have no filter. I think things and they come out. Yep, I do that. Well, I'm sitting down for a little bit, so you should be good. And I get it. While it's understandable, it's not always healthy for other people. I get it. I've had to really work to not do my other stem where I do like this. Thank you, Cece. He is doing good, Lori. He just took his first unassisted steps Friday. Thank you, Miss Kim. Almost 17 months. The 30th makes 17. Ooh. There is nothing like the feeling of stretching your leg out with your toe pointed. It feels so nice. And I was saying earlier, too, they did up me on my Manjaro, so now I'm going to be up to 5. I don't know what you call them, but instead of doing 2.5, it's 5. She has me double dosing until what I have is done. So I do 2 shots a week instead of 1. And they got me a pill for the sweating from the methadone. So pray to goodness that it works. Like, whatever your belief is, please pray that it works for me. Because I cannot with these sweats. It really tells me that I'm sick and is really messing with me. I have a scab in my tattoo. So that was exciting. Like, yes, I have PCOS and that was a downer. But I'm excited to maybe finally get this sweating under control. And I'm watching. Are you able to manage it, Christina? Alrighty, Miss Sarah. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. I hear it's more common than people. Let's see if it stays connected now. Like, I always knew something was wrong because my cycle has never been regular. That's why she said the Mounjaro would work. Just give it time. She said mine was probably from having the baby. That any hormone fluctuations can make it harder to get your cycle. But I was seriously convinced like I was never going to have a period again. Well, I am sorry, ladies. Mounjaro works on the same hormones in the same way, so that's why she didn't want me to force it. She said that she'd rather see where these meds went first. But I'm more excited to know that I'm not going to be sweating my butt off anymore. And believe it or not, the medicine that she gave me, the one that my clinic doctor mentioned, is actually it's for urinary dysfunction, incontinence. And it works by turning off the sensors in your body that would make you sweat. Pretty cool little lesson today. Just because that stuff, you know, it enthralls me. I love science. Which is where I'm heading after this live. I got to do some schoolwork because I didn't get to go to class today. We got like about 12 more minutes, so we are almost about to wrap up. Almost about to wrap up. The things my head does for me, like I'm so excited to go somewhere, do something, and then I count down for it to finish. I'm the same way with class. Like, I'm so excited to learn and be there and do, and then I'm in there counting down until a break and we're done. I gotta work on that because I always want the next thing. Well, thank you, Mom. Hey, Silver. How's everybody doing today? Good to see you too, Recovery Mama. How you doing? I'm seeing names that I haven't seen in here in I don't even know how long. Well, thank you. I am. I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. I feel amazeballs. Like, for real. I'm glad that I didn't have more health issues. I'm glad that I'm not like in liver failure or something like that. I'm glad I made it out mostly intact. The things that did suffer are easy fixes. I'm glad my baby didn't have to suffer. And I'm happy to be where I am. I'm doing good, Mama, and you? Hey, Ash. Yeah, thank you. It feels good. It really does. And I know I get some looks because I still do tarot, but this is the life I thought I was going to have when I first started coming live. Well, that's good to hear. Like, I know people don't want to believe it, but honest to God, I did not realize I was so bad. I really didn't even believe I had a problem. He's doing great. Just took his first unassisted steps Friday. Stands up by himself now. He started that Thursday. Yeah, absolutely, and I see that now. I don't think you did, Silver, or if you did, I honestly don't remember. But hell yeah, in 34 years. I'll be 18 months. Oh, 18 months, Jesus. I'm excited for the damn key tag. I'll be 17 months on the 30th. And next month I get my 18-month tag. I am really blessed to be where I am. Thanks, guys. I plan to. I got a baby who needs me. Good morning, Dawning. Well, thank you, Adrian. Okay. Baby is doing great. Like I was saying, he just started standing up by himself and took his first unassisted steps, 2 of them, which was a big deal. I just dropped out for a second because I had a PayPal. I'm going to give them a minute to make sure they're in here because I don't want to miss them before I leave. Oh, I know, Mama. Thank you, Mandy. I know, I remember your picture. Okay. I got you, babe. You don't have to leave, guys. This is only going to be a minute as per the norm. But it feels like every time I pick up the cards, everybody rolls out. So, please don't. Oy! It's only going to take me a minute. Ooh, you've been up and down with this. I got that right off the top. Oh, God, I'm already having to, Dawning. Have you planted the seeds for a second opinion? It's good in you. If not, you need to. The news has been heartbreaking and it is very financially draining to be where you are. But do not give up. You gotta keep pushing for you. Do not give up on being your own best, what's the word I want? Not cheerleader, but you know better than anybody what to push for. I do not think that this is... I don't think it's going to do anything long term. Yes, advocate, thank you. But I do feel like you do know what it's going to take to fix this. You just don't want to admit it. So possibly, yes, you will possibly need to get surgery. Unless you've been told of another option. That's all I can see. You already know, but you're mentally fighting it and probably resisting going back because of that. The choice is going to be yours, but I do feel like if you make the choice to go for surgery or whatever the other option here is that you've been fighting, you will have a pretty comfortable life and a happy life after healing. But very much that second opinion is going to matter because I think you had a very bad outlook on the first one. That wasn't necessary. I'm seeing a heartbreak where it doesn't need to be. And as far as putting things up, the top of this is like my everything falls here. You see where this is at. I cannot leave anything there if I don't want him to have it. Because he will have it. And thank you for the compliment in your note, babe. I really appreciate that. Definitely the biggest thing I'm getting is that you know what needs to be done, but you're fighting it. I would say yes, it's probably leaning towards a surgery. Unless there's another option that you've been given and didn't want to do. Yeah. Well, the second opinion is... Well, thank you. I haven't seen that before. The second opinion is probably the best one to go by. Good luck. And my inbox is open. I would love to get an update. Is that true, Grumpy? I feel like everybody knows these things about TikTok, but nobody knows where they come from. Like somebody was telling me you can't thank anybody for gifts anymore, or you'll get banned. Thank you. I would love to know, whether it's in live or privately. So I have like a minute left. Definitely going to have a tarot marathon tomorrow. If you don't see it tomorrow, it will definitely be Thursday. But I'm most likely going to end up needing both days. So if you've been wanting a reading, get it together for the next day or two. That's my last chances to get everything together for the rent. So as many readings as I can get will be welcomed. I haven't even looked at the math. Hang on. That left 15. That can't be right because it's sounding like 155. That can't be right. But with the phone coming out, it probably is. So there you go. You have an idea of how many readings we're looking at. I'll need like 15 and a half. So, catch me on the Marathon Tarot, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for the gifts. Thanks for the love and support. I'm glad to see some old faces coming back. And I'm glad to see how many of you stuck it out and came back, even though things were so rough. Bye, Silver. You guys are awesome. I always hate leaving you, but if I don't put a time limit on it, I will never get off of here. So, much love, and I will see you all tomorrow. Again, Tarot Marathon, at least tomorrow. Have a good day, y'all. Okay, thanks. Bye.